So I've shown you 5 of the weirdest and creepiest YouTube channels. Let's take it a step back and look at something less specific. 10 creepiest and weirdest YouTube videos. Number 10. The uploader of this video was checking out a location which was apparently said to be haunted. Upon opening the red door to this secret location, you can hear a low robotic sounding voice say, "I have the body of a pig."
What a chump with them tooth. East what, subway? East wing. You get him.
The video then goes on to replay the sound in a much clearer quality after processing.
You get him.
One of the men shine a light down further into the room, and this is what they saw. The uploader of this video states in the description that he recorded this in a secret location during his tenure as special guest with a group that he cannot legally name. His association with the group ended due to reasons he also cannot disclose. Number 9. Here is a video that's just flat out weird and disturbing. This short film was created by David B. Earl, and it features what's supposed to be a robotic doll sitting in a dining room in hell, speaking what sounds like complete gibberish at first. But at the halfway point of the video, it reverses, and we hear what the doll was actually saying.
There is nothing.
There is nothing. David was inspired by a personal paradoxical desire for proof that there is nothing on the other side of life. He wanted to blur the distinction between the two states of life and death, and to state the paradox by showing someone who is coming back from life or death and denies its existence, thereby fulfilling the paradox. But in the end, no one really realized or cared that that was the main point of the video, as it's just plain creepy. Number 8. The Elisa Lam footage. If you somehow don't know the story, in February 2013, 21-year-old Elisa Lam, who had been staying in the Cecil Hotel, went missing for 2 weeks. Later, hotel guests started complaining about a foul taste in the water. Upon inspection for the cause, Elisa Lam was found naked and dead inside a covered water tank at the hotel. Her autopsy report states that her death was accidental due to drowning, and that she was clear from any traces of drugs or alcohol. In the footage, we see Elisa step into an elevator in the hotel, acting paranoid as if she's trying to escape or hide from someone. She seems to press a bunch of buttons, but for some reason the elevator doesn't move. She gets out on several occasions to talk to someone not on camera, though many believe there was never anyone there at all. She eventually leaves, and strangely the elevator only then starts to work again. Just about every question you could ask regarding this mystery remains unanswered, like who is she talking to, how did she gain access to the roof and water tank, and why wasn't the elevator working? Number 7. This one has to be many people's worst nightmare come true. Imagine being lost in a maze of tunnels underground where nobody can hear you call for help. This was the footage found deep in the catacombs of Paris of what appears to be a man who was lost in the tunnels.
It's very bizarre. These arrows point in a direction. Occasionally also he stops to photograph roomfuls of bones, which means that he's very, very deep inside the catacombs.
Later on in the footage, the man starts breathing really heavily as if he's frightened and starts to pick up his pace to a run. Some think he was running because he was scared and wanted to find a way out, but others say he was running away from something. He drops the camera in this scene, and we hear what are most likely his footsteps running down further into the catacombs.
He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden,
in defense of those who think he was running away from something, it does seem rather odd that if somebody were lost in the catacombs, they wouldn't turn around and try to go back the way they came. Rather, they keep going deeper into the tunnels. When he drops the camera, he shows no interest in picking it up, which probably means he felt his life was in danger. But the big question is, from what? Number 6. This video shows a creepy mad scientist looking man singing Pretty Woman. In of itself, it can be a little creepy, but on the surface it really does seem a little innocent. However, the backstory to this is what really makes it creepy. This man, Edward Mescare, who nailed the look of sexual predator, actually was a registered sex offender, also a pedophile. To make things worse, Edward, also known as Uncle Ed, used to be a children's show host in Kansas City. Edward was on probation and was prohibited from using the internet. When this video went viral, police took note of it and Edward was arrested and sent back to court. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison. He died January 8th, 2012 after his battle with lung cancer. Number 5. This is a 3-minute video uploaded on YouTube by Jared Lee Loeffner. This video shows the angry and disturbed Jared strolling through the campus of Pima Community College with a camera, and he was there to examine the torture that students were experiencing, or at least from his point of view.
We are looking at students who have been tortured. They're at low income pay. Here's the best part, the bookstore. The bookstore, the bookstore, the bookstore. It is so illegal to sell this book.
However, this video was later taken down from YouTube since certain news organizations like the Wall Street Journal accused Loeffner of taking this video illegally. Later, college police officers arrived at Loeffner's home shortly after seeing the video and delivered a letter of immediate suspension to him and his father Randy. This infuriated him, leading to him shooting 20 people on campus, killing many and wounding the rest. Number 4. This is probably going to be the least creepy video on this list, but also the most ridiculous. It's nothing but a man wearing a mask covered in bananas with firecrackers embedded in them as he methodically lights each one. This is probably going to be the most ridiculous thing you see all week. Number 3. This is a video titled I Feel Fantastic, and I'm sure as you watch it, you won't feel fantastic. A life-size robotic doll named Tara sings along and moves to the music in the background, singing the words, I feel fantastic. There's a theory that Tara's creator is a serial killer and she wears the clothes of his victims. The theory also says that the yard is the burial site, hence why the camera randomly zooms in on the yard for no apparent reason. Tara's creator's name is allegedly John Bergeron. A YouTuber by the name of Goddess of the Hobos uploaded a video in which she calls who she believes is John, the creator of Tara. He seems very resistant to answering any questions and quickly hangs up.
Hello, is this John? Is it John Bergeron?
What's this about? I got a lot of things I need to do.
Of course, yes. My name is Kendra. I'm with the robotics department at University of British Columbia, and I was just calling, were you the person who did the Tara the robot by chance? I'm working on a story about it.
The problem is, I got a lot of things I really need to do. I don't have time to talk.
Okay. Would it be easier if I could email you by chance?
Yeah, I just don't have the time to deal with this.
Okay, have I got the right person at least?
I gotta go.
Have I got the right
Goodbye.
person? Okay.
Whether or not this so-called John is a serial killer, this video has to make you wonder, in what kind of person's eyes is something like this beautiful? Number 2. This is a video posted by a YouTuber who claimed that he kept finding food missing in his apartment that he wasn't eating. He asked his girlfriend if it was her, and she said no. So he set up this camera for the sole purpose of catching his girlfriend in a lie, but instead supposedly find someone else going through his fridge. Number 1. This may seem like the most disturbing video on this list. It's called Obey the Walrus. The first 3 seconds seem innocent. Then it gets a little weirder. But then this happens. The person you see in this video is known as Goddess Bunny, and he is actually a transsexual. He had polio, which is why his body is misshapen. Doctors tried to help by apparently putting a rod in his back, which only stunted his growth. Remember when I said that banana thing was probably the weirdest thing you're gonna see all week? I take that back. But with a little research, you can find other videos of Goddess Bunny singing or being interviewed, and they may kind of make you feel bad about how much this video disturbed you.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Goddess Bunny.
But don't feel bad. This video is absolutely the definition of nightmare fuel.